So what's up guys, I am Black Ops Amazing, welcome back to another Zombies video where today I want to talk about all of the news and information we have so far on CoD Mobile Zombies. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, a like rating anytime you feel like it would be appreciated. If not, it's totally fine. Thank you guys for watching anyway. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest Zombies content, but let's get into it. Here we go. Enjoy. So I'm pretty sure you all know by now, I believe it's been released for a month or two, but Call of Duty is on the mobile. It is there to download and play right now if you want to, not a sponsor. But on the app you can see we have 3 different game modes. In the middle is multiplayer, on the right is Battle Royale, and then on the left is a game mode that says coming soon, and we can see from the image, it looks to be zombies. It's been leaked that it's coming to CoD Mobile for quite a long time now, and in the image, down the bottom, there is a zombie. You can see its hand rising from the ground, and then of course the character above that we have Ghost and some other people around him. And then just recently on the CoD Mobile Garena website, this isn't as of yet on the normal one. It'll probably be coming soon. But again, we have 3 different game modes: multiplayer, Battle Royale, and then a classified one. And when you click onto it, it comes up with this. Loads of static on the screen. If you actually go to the website yourself, I will link it down in the description. It plays a video, whereas here you can just see a still image, but you can't really make out what you are seeing. I've gone through it in detail and it doesn't really show anything of significance. You can't really make anything out. But if you take a look at the description, it says there has been a blank outbreak at blank. We're being sent in to eradicate them from the small town of blank. Prepare yourself and strap as many weapons as you can on your mission. Bring your team and don't get bitten by blank. Watch out for blank. It will be waiting for you. I wish you the best of luck. Private. And then blank. So even though it hasn't been officially confirmed, this classified mode is zombies, and judging by some of the words in the description, outbreak, eradicating them from the small town, don't get bitten, this classified mode that is coming to CoD Mobile is 100% zombies. And along with this, there have also been plenty of leaks. If you want to read this article for yourself, I will link it down in the description. But it says, as is now expected of Call of Duty games, CoD Mobile now includes a zombies mode. But instead of a traditional game mode, it features various linear missions that can be completed within a few minutes. This is probably more comparable to a campaign than a zombies mode we are used to. It features online 4-player co-op and will feature the return of various classic enemies such as Brutus, the Avogadro, and the Napalm Zombie. At launch, the missions will encompass a map based off Black Ops 2's Green Run, which will reportedly feature farm, town, diner, and a boss hayfield. Along with that, there are also going to be 11 perks included in the zombies mode. You can see some of them on screen right now. We have Quick Revive, Stamina Up, Juggernog, Deadshot, Speed Cola. There are also other images here which I don't recognise, but according to the leak, some of these other perks are Gecko, Beefcake, Hasten, Fleetfoot, Bloodthirsty. Some of these sound pretty crazy. I'm not too sure if things like Gecko or Beefcake are maybe code names until they give them an actual name, or maybe they are the actual name for the perks. I don't know. But judging by the sounds of it, this isn't going to be a classic zombies. This isn't going to be a survival based game mode. Maybe it is. Maybe that will be another one that we can play, kind of like Spec Ops, where we can play the missions and then also do survival. Think of this as like a Spec Ops Zombies where we have missions that we can do, which will take a few minutes, maybe 10, 15, and then along with that there could also be a survival. As far as I know, the survival hasn't been confirmed yet. I would expect it to come, but right now it seems like CoD Mobile Zombies is going to be more of a story driven mission type game mode, almost like a zombies campaign. And reading upon another article, as I said, once the players pass each of these missions or maps, we're going to be rewarded with attachments, taunts, and even more. We will be able to do them solo or with a squad. Now, what you may not have known is this CoD Zombies mode was actually available to play in, I believe it was India about a year ago, and I remember it released as an alpha. It wasn't called CoD Mobile back then, it was called something else. So the mode was actually playable in an alpha stage, and there is actually footage out there. I don't know how different it's going to be to when the full version actually releases worldwide, but here up on screen is a leaked image of the zombies main menu, and if you've seen that alpha footage, it actually isn't that different from what it was before. You can see in the background we have the diner area of Transit, we have our character, which if you didn't get by now, this zombies mode clearly isn't going to be canon with our main story. We are playing as different soldiers, not our usual crew of Richtofen or Misty. It's going to be random soldiers or maybe even other characters that we know, such as Ghost. But on this main menu we have the loadout, the store. Up the top left it says Zombies Boss Battle. On the right, which is interesting, we have 4 different settings it seems. A normal one, a harder one, a veteran one, and then one called Hell. So depending on how good you are at zombies, you can choose your difficulty. And then we also have what looks to be the map, which says Nuketown, and then something called Min Demand. I'm not too sure what that is. I haven't played too much CoD Mobile, but I will be playing a lot of this zombies mode when it releases. And then on the second screenshot, as I said earlier, you can change your loadouts. You can decide what weapons and melee perks you want to go into the game with. You can choose your attack perk, your defense perk, and ability perk, whatever that means, I'm not too sure. It looks like there's a lot of customization, which looks really cool. And then on the next screenshot we can see the different perks that we have. We have Fleetwood, Electric Cherry, and what's interesting is there are 4 different colour variations of each perk. There is the bland uncoloured one, I guess, green, purple, and then orange, and I'm guessing these are different rarities that you can get. So the white one I guess will be common, green will be uncommon, purple may be rare, and then orange legendary. I don't know how you obtain these or what the different rarities do. And then we can also see other perks like buffed, heroic, bloodthirsty, hasten, double tap, all having different rarities, which is cool. And if some of you are confused saying, well Eli, we've had CoD Zombies Mobile before, which is true, we had Black Ops 1 and I think we had World at War as well for zombies. I don't think they made a BO2 or BO3 one, but this seems like it's its own fully fledged separate mode, whereas those were pretty much ports from the console to mobile without any changes, just with a lot less content in game, whereas these are actual missions that you can complete. Yes, on maps that we've had before, such as Town, Diner, but we're also getting boss battles. And taking a look at the bosses and enemies that we're going to be facing, this image on screen now, we can see one of the bosses is going to be Brutus, which I am very okay with because he is one of my favourite in zombies. In the main games, he's not really too difficult to deal with, he's pretty easy to kill, and I think on one of these side maps and transits such as Town or Farm, he would actually really suit, so I'm really okay with that. Another one of the bosses is going to be the Denizens, which very annoying. However, since it's going to be different areas of Green Run, I suppose it does go along with the map. They're not too difficult to kill though. Another one is going to be the Hellhounds, which you would expect they are a staple of zombies, and another one of the normal ones that we know is Avogadro. So I'm pretty okay with all of them. Brutus is going to be my favourite. Avogadro, the Denizens, can be annoying at times, but should be a good challenge. And then there are also new enemies and bosses that we're going to be facing. One of these bosses is Cerberus. Now, we have seen him in a way in Mob of the Dead or Blood. That is the dog head on the wall. There are 3 of them. However, this time it's an actual boss that we're going to be facing, and you can see him right here, the massive dog, the dog of Hades, the 3-headed one, that is Cerberus. That looks to be the coolest out of the bunch in my opinion. And then another one of the bosses is going to be called the Butcher, and from the footage I've seen so far, this looks to be him right here next to Cerberus holding the massive butcher's knife. It would make sense. This guy is absolutely massive. You can see him compared to the size of the dog. They're both very big. And then apparently the other 2 that we'll be facing, although they're not on the images, he will be a scorpion type boss. I don't know what that means. And then also a thrasher / tree type boss as well. Those 2 I know nothing more about, but those, along with the zombies and the 4 or 5 maps that we are having, it's difficult to tell because there are different rumours and leaks going around. On the image you can see one of these maps is Shinonuma, which for me I'm quite happy about. Shinonuma was never one of my favourite maps in zombies, but a lot of people have gotten to their highest rounds on this map. It's pretty easy to play when you train the zombies, and I'm thinking on mobile it's going to be a lot harder to play than on console and PC. So if Shinonuma is one of the easier maps and one of the maps where people have got the highest rounds on, then it's probably one of the best they could have brought to mobile. Also on here, like I said earlier, we have Town, which is my favourite in Transit. This is my favourite area. It was always my favourite standalone map, so I'm happy about that. We also have Diner, which was never really my favourite. It was okay. We have Farm, which I did like, and finally This one here, I believe, is Hayfield. It is literally a field. There is a building in the background. I don't believe you can go in that. I believe this one's more of like an arena. So honestly, from what we have so far, I am really quite excited. The fact that we don't have zombies at the moment, Black Ops 4 has come to an end. Treyarch could be making zombies again next year, but in the meantime, having this release right now, I don't know the exact release date. It could be any couple of days on Halloween, maybe a few weeks from now, I'm not too sure. I don't think it'll be too long away, but it should be a good thing to fill in the time. So there we go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Drop a like rating if you're excited. Make sure you are subscribed to stay up to date with the latest zombies videos on the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, goodbye.